where George Floyd died. And you can see there are circles and circles of flowers, and if Sam even wants to point out beyond there, you can see the memorial, and over to the right there is an actual mural on the wall, a memorial also to George Floyd. It's actually, people continue to leave flowers even 1 week after his death. And this is the very spot where Chief Medario Arredondo, the chief of the Minneapolis police, came here last night, knelt before these flowers in a moment of silence and in honor of George Floyd, and then did a remarkable interview with our colleagues at CNN while George Floyd's family was listening live. And basically, he took responsibility for his department's role in the death of George Floyd. He said that he was speaking out then because silence is complicity. Why don't we just have a listen to what he had to say last night?
Silence and inaction, you're complicit. You're complicit. If there were one solitary voice that would have intervened and that's what I would have hoped for.
That's what you would have expected from your officers, yes?
Absolutely, and that did not occur. So to the Floyd family, I hope that's my response.
And you'll notice that the chief actually did not have his hat on. That's because when he found out he was talking about the Floyd family, I don't even think he was aware they were listening in. He took his hat off in a show of respect. It was quite a remarkable moment. And I'm quite sure that the folks here in Minneapolis are going to be engaged and compelled by that show of unity.
I want to ask about the very opposite kind of moment that took place yesterday, a terrifying moment. But before I do, just to remind people, this is 1 week since George Floyd was killed, and the curfew has ended.
Protests continue across this country tonight as well. Police have now made nearly 1,400 arrests in 17 cities since Thursday, and at least 24 cities are under some sort of curfew. CBS 2's Michael George reports.
From coast to coast, protesters flooded America's streets to protest the death of George Floyd.
We literally want to be heard. We don't want to meet violence with violence. That's not what my people do.
In Los Angeles, vandals set fire to police cars, sprayed graffiti, and smashed windows, prompting the mayor to mandate a curfew.
I'm asking all of Los Angeles to take a deep breath and to step back.
In Seattle, a protester torched a police vehicle, while others marched down the street. People threw objects at the state capitol building in Columbia, South Carolina.
You got plenty of black and brown kids, hundreds of people out here shouting and telling you, we dying in the street.
Workers boarded up storefronts in Kansas City in anticipation of possible looting. And demonstrators clashed with police in Washington, D.C. for the second straight day. President Trump urged Americans to keep their protests peaceful.
And I stand before you in firm opposition to anyone exploiting this tragedy to loot, rob, attack, and menace.
Protesters hit the streets of Minneapolis again, while volunteers started to clean their Minneapolis neighborhood under the watchful eye of armed guardsmen.
This is our neighborhood, the city. It's a beautiful city. I love the city of Minneapolis, and we all need to come together. This isn't helping.
The National Guard rolled into the city after the mayor activated a full mobilization for the first time since World War II. Michael George, CBS News, Minneapolis.
As we speak, I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers, military personnel, and law enforcement officers to stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them.